Evan right here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Prairie Farms, Michigan. And I thought I had already done this, Evan, but if you look at this here, and I brought the baler out here. I was going to start baling here this episode. Of course, when I say baling, we're going to be making silage bales, Evan. And I started looking like, wait a minute here, where's all the grass that I mowed? Apparently, Evan, when I started, I'm assuming I probably put this on course play. I must not have told it to go to like the first waypoint or something, and it literally did just this like little I don't know, 50 feet or whatever this is right here, and then it finished. So actually, no, it actually went around. I have no idea what happened. Anyway, something must have happened, Evan. For some reason, course play didn't finish here, so we're starting course play here again on the mowing here this episode. I think I actually started this like 2 episodes back, and apparently never quite finished it. So whoops. I do of course have the mower set up here to windrow the grass, which I noticed. I'm looking at this like, where is the belts on the back? I think they're actually folded up underneath here into each other. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's apparently what happened. Apparently when it folds up, it doesn't fold up properly unless you have it actually like the thing stuck up right. Interesting. Good to know. I was kind of wondering where those things went to. Today I noticed we're making a nice windrow oven, so then I don't have to come back through and rake this grass. At least I shouldn't have to. That's how I did it here last time. I just mowed it and baled it. That worked out pretty good. Again, we're just making the silage here. I was going to say, if this thing had an attachment on the back, we could put the baler on the back here and just run it that way, but no. Even the fact of, at least to me anyway, of immediately baling this grass right away after mowing is a little bit of a foreign concept. I mean, that's what we're going to kind of sort of do here, but still is a little bit weird because that's not something you would typically do in real life, because you don't just like mow the grass. And apparently I'm stuck here. Huh. Wonder if that door or something, maybe. Wonder if there's like an invisible collision on that. That's not going to be the right one to see it, is it? Nope. How about this one? Ah, yes. There's your problem, everyone. There's your problem. Yeah, interesting. If I open and close this door, maybe it'll fix it. There we go. Okay, yeah. Now the collision just joined with the door there. Looks like the collision might have been a little offset or something. That was kind of weird. Try open that up here again, see if that corrects itself. I think that'll do it, Evan. There we go. Okay, and that took care of that weird collision too. Okay, shut that back off. We don't need all those blinking annoying lines on. That is developer mode. By the way, for those you're wondering, you push F5 on the keyboard. It shows you all your collision lines and triggers and boxes and all the important stuff if you're making mods, basically, Evan. So anyway. Also working on rolling field 7 here. Well, actually, we'll get to that here in just a minute. I'm running over here to grab a tractor, probably the 7R. Yeah, I think it's 7R here, because we'll put that on the baler here then. And then what we're going to be doing, Evan, is we're going to head over to field 9, and we're going to finally start cultivating that field. We kind of started here a couple episodes back, if you remember, everyone. But then we quit because I remembered I wanted to put fertilizer, i.e. manure, on that field, which that turned out to be a bit of a disaster. Again, I have no idea even why the manure spreader doesn't work. Not sure. Kind of annoying and disappointing, but oh well. Actually, I'll have to go see what's in the comments. Maybe you folks had some ideas, but okay. And nope, we don't need 10 meter. We actually need the 12 meter. Benefit of using the mower here too, because the mower is 12 meters. First waypoint. Yeah, we'll just have him start. Of course, that should be fine. If he just follows behind the mower, I don't think that'll cause too many problems here. I kind of sort of got this course set up properly here, if you will, so that we start with the inner part of the field here first. Although with the mowing, I'm going to probably really should be starting with the headland first. But if you're doing a rake type course, you really want to start with the middle first. That way your baling course bales the inside first, then does the headland last. Otherwise, if you do the headland first, then you end up with bales on the headland that then get in the way of your course play drivers. And course play, believe it or not, is actually smart enough to at least stop for the bales. It doesn't maybe necessarily avoid the bales, but it will stop. And as long as the bale's not like in a funky position, like just maybe off to the side of it or something that might throw it off, course play will stop for it. And then, of course, well, that stops your course play course, right? So, I mean, nice in some ways, Evan, but at the same time, a bit of a problem too, right? Shouldn't have to stop for this. I guess that's maybe just the way course play is doing it. Horseplay must not be used to this baler here. Which, by the way, this is why I like this baler. I mean, at least if you're doing it yourself, you can just keep on rolling, right? Round bale rolling. Oh boy. Anyway, heading over to field 7 here, just seeing how we're doing over here. So yeah, we're rolling this field. We finished planting the oats on this field here since last episode, of course, by the way. And just getting it rolled. And you know what? I forget if I sprayed this field. I don't remember. I guess it's not going to hurt to spray it again, is it? Oh, and we're down on our weed control is down. Okay, and we're also down on our Wait, why are we down on our nitrogen? What is up with that? We don't have, actually, I should probably go check this. What is our... Nitrogen is bad. Okay, so we need some fertilizer on this field. We should probably work on that. No, nitrogen's good here. Interesting. Okay, so we need some fertilizer on that field. I would have thought the oats would actually might have been okay, but I guess not, Evan. So that might be part of our problem here. We actually need some fertilizer on that field. That's perfectly fine. We'll get to that here. Let's maybe go grab the sprayer here as well. I think, yep, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Oh, wait, yeah, no, too. Okay, that's what I thought of. I thought I sprayed this field. I did. Because if you notice, I had to take off the See spray off this sprayer here so I could actually do that. Which means we'll grab the other sprayer here then, which actually is probably has pesticide. Oh, there it is. It's next to the RX. Probably has pesticide in it as well, so we'll want to switch that out to fertilizer here then. Interesting, the weed control is down a little bit. Might have to investigate that one a little bit more. One. Actually, it might work out pretty good here. But with the way I sprayed it, of course, I used course play. I mean, course play, well, as folks know, tends to miss stuff in the corners. Again, you can play around with the corner options and stuff a little bit on that one. But no matter how you do it, course play typically still tends to miss a little bit in the corners, right? So we'll still end up with some weeds on that field, which we can go take the See sprayer over there and maybe take care of that. Which would probably explain why I went down on them, because I didn't use the See spray. I used the sprayer that was capable of it, but I had to turn that off so we could actually spray the field, because otherwise that one with See spray, it's not going to spray anything unless there's actually weeds there, which, of course, at this point, they're not. Okay, and as a course play, I don't remember if the John Deere and the sprayer are the same width, so we'll just make a new course play course 7 just to be safe. Otherwise, if they are the same width, I could have used them, but I'm not sure if they are or not. Okay, course play. Let's do another course for this here. 2 headlands, probably safe. Let's see what one headland looks like here, because that would reduce the amount of overlap. Yeah, I think if he goes that way, that should be fine. If you were to go the other direction, if we were to go north-south, I might be a little more worried here just with the poles there. I don't think there's any thing in the way going east and west, so we should be good with that, I think. We'll find out. Now let's do first waypoint. Oh, he's already on it. First waypoint. Drive the course. Yep, we definitely need to add a little bit of fertilizer to this field here, don't we? As I've already mentioned on this series, I've been trying to go for like maximum yields here on our fields. So just really pushing the limits here of everything we can do as far as like precision farming and stuff goes, Evan. At least to the best that we can anyway. Actually, what I probably should have done, everyone, just thought about this. I probably should have waited until the plant started coming up, and then we could have sprayed what is the other doohickey thingamajigger, or whatchamacallit here. So, yeah, it's under this Icer proactive sprayer. That's what I should have done. Oh well, might be a little late now. We'll just leave it, let it go. I don't think that makes that much difference on yield anyway. Okay, we're finally going to start doing the job I was planning on doing here. Let's start cultivating. I do want to get course play, or not course play, GPS set up for this here. So we're going to go 90 degrees. Not very often I'd use that course, it seems like. Yeah, that's fine. A little overlap ain't going to hurt. And you can see already, I've obviously already gone around the field once here. That was course play that did that here before I realized I wanted to put the fertilizer on this field. And then I figured, you know what, if we're going to be somewhat realistic, I mean, you really should cultivate that fertilizer in, right? At least the manure anyway. Oh, yes, the good old corners were course limits. So let's see if we can do a better job here. Ooh, oh. Oh, I got it all yet. Wow. Okay, might have missed this, though. Can't have course by showing us up now. If I was paying attention, probably wouldn't have happened. Too busy gloating at how I got that corner, only to miss the easy part here. Go figure. Hard to get good help nowadays, isn't it? Try not to hit my trucks here. They are really close to the field, aren't they? Just a little bit. Also, in case you can't tell me, we've definitely got some weeds going up in this field here. Like, oh my goodness, I mean, the level of weeds here is a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, we're going to have to move the GPS over here just a little bit, aren't we? Apparently that section over there isn't quite as... Or is a lot closer to the road, I should say. Doesn't have the ditch there, does it? Let's just rehome that course, so we're going to want to move forward a little more than that yet. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, there we go. GPS set up. Nice long drive here to the other side of this field. And for those of you who haven't seen this is definitely a good size field. It's about, I guess maybe not quite half the length of the map here, but it's pretty close to it. We got a little field 18 there. If we were to take part of 18 and split it with 9 and 17 here, we would be really close to half the length of the map here, everyone. Which, let's see, the map is, if I remember correctly, it's 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers, right, everyone? I think it's 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers, if I recall correctly. So this is probably like, I don't know, half a mile. Probably pretty close to half a mile long field here then. Maybe not quite. Almost there here. We'll probably turn the GPS around again, maybe, I'm thinking. Definitely going to want to headland along this side of the field here as well. Oh, and there's a ditch along this side of the field as well, isn't there? Oh, great. Cool. As I said before, everyone, yep, welcome to Michigan. That's the way it is here in Michigan. We all got ditches, or most of us got ditches alongside the road. At least around where I live. Typically, they are on both sides of the road. Let's rotate that, rehome it. And looks like we move it over just a little bit. Don't need to be cultivating any more of the ditch than what we have to. We'll get to the other end. We'll come right back this way and start going up and down the long way here again as well. I think the 2 headlands should be more than enough to turn around, at least for myself anyway. And we'll probably, I don't know, hired worker or something on this at some point here. But for now, we'll be doing the work ourselves. Don't think I'll be doing the entire field myself. Mind you, Evan, I wouldn't mind probably actually doing that. You know, maybe find a couple of good YouTube videos to watch, some more farming content here, and just sit back, relax, and go up and down the field. I mean, anyone else watch and do that? That's yeah, that's a good pastime right there, if you ask me, Evan. Very very relaxing pastime. Just find a couple of good YouTube videos to watch, have your GPS turned on, just casually going up and down your field, doing some cultivating or planting or plowing or whatever field work it might be, you know. Yep, that's a nice, nice, relaxful pastime there, if you ask me. Anyway, we'll head over to the comment section here in a minute, see what you folks have to say. Which, a reminder, by the way, before we read a couple comments, don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. Always very much appreciated. Also going to bump up the sound here just a little bit. Looks a little quiet. Probably because I had it turned down from last time we're using that loud truck. Anyway, Christopher was saying, good video, keep it up. Thank you very much for that. Coffee Pusher was saying, I use the Samson Flex 23. Works fine with hired workers. Not sure I even know which one that one is. We'll take a quick look here a minute. I'm assuming probably a manure spreader. Yes, okay, yep. Flex, he said 20. Yep, that one right there. That's the one he says he uses. Maybe I'll have to give that one a try at some point. Looks like it has the same spread width. Holds a little bit less, but if we're pulling from the cow's manure pile, it doesn't really matter. Make it all the way to the end. Again, oh, and there's actually a road up here. I did not realize that. Huh. That road is up there as well, isn't it? Wow. You know, good of a job I can do at backing this up and keeping it somewhat straight line with the GPS here. Oh, I don't know, folks. I think I got it. I think I got it. At least good enough. I'll go with it. Okay, back to the other end of the field we go. Bye-bye, weeds. Yeah, you weeds might stand up against some of the sprays we put on you, but guess what? Most of them don't last very well at the iron type of spray. The iron spray really tends to knock them down, at least for a little bit anyway. Until you usually get a little rain, and then they tend to start coming back again. But at least until that happens, they're knocked down. RC Win was saying you should get a self-propelled mower, and also great video. Hey, thank you very much for that as well. And that does remind me, I did actually download a couple of self-propelled mowers, Evan, so thanks for the reminder there. I'll have to look into a couple of those again, see if we got any good ones. Like I said, I downloaded a couple here. I don't know if I activated them, though. You know what? Knowing me, I probably forgot to activate them. Yeah, I don't see any self... Well, we got the Krone, which I guess we could go with the Krone mower one, but as I've said before, you don't really typically see mowers like that around where I live, Owen. Not to say they're not here, but they are definitely not very common. The what I'm going to refer to as the more European versus American style self-propelled mowers, completely different, right? And again, I'm not sure why the massive difference, but there is. So John was saying, is it possible in the settings that you have been pulling from an empty... I'm assuming like an empty pit. I seen when you were checking the cow's food that the separated manure said 0. Hope you can figure it out. Maybe use course play and auto drive to spread. Set the setting to have the hired workers not pull from the building. That is true. I could have tried that, I suppose. I wouldn't have guessed constantly. Whoa. Let's maybe not leave that turn. Just saying. And re-rotate that course by course. Move it back over a little bit here. And then I see our rolling tractors done here, so let's pull him off the field before he gets in the way of the sprayer. Where the sprayer's at. I don't actually see him on the field there at the moment. Must be outside of the draw distance. Oh, that's something you don't have to worry about in real life, right, Owen? Draw distance. Real life, you can, yeah, pretty much see as far as your eyes can see, or at least until it, something blocks it, a row of trees, or drops off the horizon, essentially. Oh, wait a minute, horizon. Who am I kidding? There's no such thing as a horizon. I mean, everyone knows the world's flat. Melissa was saying, when you go to a new map, can you maybe try County Lines? Oh, County Lines. That is a good map there. I mean, I've actually played on that one twice now, if folks remember correctly. So I don't know if we'll do it here again in 22 or not. Like I said, I've already done it twice. So we played on it, I think it was Farming Simulator 17, I think. And then we played on it again in Farming Simulator 19. I mean, and again, don't get me wrong, a really, really good map. I mean, the fact that I played on it twice, which... for those of you who have ever watched my channel, know I typically do not play on a map more than once. Just want to try something new all the time, right, everyone? So we did play on that map twice. So really good map. I guess you could argue we technically played on Elk Mountain twice too. But our first part through Elk Mountain we did as a mining series. Our second part through we did like in a farming series. So it's a little bit different there if you ask me. Oh, Rich had a possible solution here for our manure spreading problem. Rich was saying, great video. One of the updates broke all the manure spreaders. I think it was like 5 or 6 months ago. Ridiculous. Oh, wow. Okay, so according to Rich, everyone, he is saying that the manure spreaders are actually broken from an update, which happened apparently like 5 or 6 months ago. So that's why they don't work. Which would make more sense, Evan, because going back to... let's see, was it John? Yeah, John's question or John's comment here. Let me hop back over to our cultivating tractor a minute. Let's go in here again. So yeah, going back to John's comment there. I did actually try that because that was one of my first thoughts, everyone. Like, okay, maybe the pile of manure that the hired worker's trying to pull from is empty. So I tried going through a couple of them here, everyone. And if we go down to, let's see, is it under this one here again? Yeah, so I went down to this one, auto or AI worker refill manure, and I went through it, and again, they're all called the same, Evan. So we got 4 different manure heaps. There's also off and buy, of course. I didn't try buy one. Maybe I should have tried buy, or maybe should have tried off. Could have tried one of those options as well. But I did go through. I don't remember if I tried 2 or 3 different ones. I don't remember that one, Evan. With that being said, I don't think that's the case, Evan, because I'm pretty sure all of these actually have manure. I guess I can't see it from this screen. Can I actually have to go over there one time? Okay, well, hey, look at that. Our cows are at 88%. Nice. I think one more day, maybe 2 more days, and we'll be ready to sell some more cows here again. Again, we're just doing the meat cows here, Evan. And I guess we could, like, sell half of them, let them reproduce, sell half. Sounds like too much work, everyone. Our feeding is not really keeping up here at this point either. So, as far as I know, when the older the cows get, they continue just to keep using more and more feed. Well, let's see. Franco was saying he cannot load his game. It only loads to 50%, and then I don't know if it just stops loading or crashes. He doesn't really say. He just says it only loads to 50%. So a little, let's see, tidbit here when it comes to Farming Simulator and save games not loading. Everyone, in my experience, 9 out of 10 times it is mod related, and I said 9 out of 10. Everyone, so. You know, there's that 1 out of 10 where it might be something else. But 9 out of 10 times, when your save game doesn't want to load, usually it's some sort of mod. A lot of times it's your scripting mods at fault, because those are usually the mods that add additional functionality to the game. So, tractors, cultivators, plows, sprayers, those typically do not add any additional functionality. Typically, they can. Mod authors have been known to sneak stuff into them and make very poor quality mods that cause problems, shall we say. That's definitely been a known problem, everyone. But, again, typically it's usually your scripting mods. Mods that are adding additional functionality. GPS, courseplay, auto drive. The mods that are showing like the damage up in the top right corner there. The mod that adds 4-wheel drive control. All those mods are adding additional functionality to the game, and those, again, like I said, are typically the ones that are causing the problems. Typically. Okay, I think that's actually all the comments here on last episode's video here at this point. So yeah, again, if anyone has any other good ideas, or if you can confirm what Rich was saying here about the update, let me know. And did the update actually break all the manure spreaders when it comes to, because both hired workers and courseplay are broken. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can try a hired worker. It doesn't work, at least for me anyway. The hired worker will not run the manure spreader, and courseplay will not run the manure. Works fine with the slurry spreaders, everyone. No problems there, but manure spreaders, nope. Nope, and nope. Just keep saying the tank is empty, which clearly is not. I mean, I guess we could try some of the other spreaders of them, but I would hazard a guess, like, if 2 spreaders don't work, I don't know why any of the other ones would. They are, of course, all the in-game ones. I'm not using any modded ones. Now, if I was using a modded one, that would obviously be my first suspicion. Like, okay, it doesn't work. Well, it's a mod. Probably not going to be surprised when you have a mod that doesn't work. Lots of mod authors like to release non-working mods out there for some, why a mod author would want to do that. I don't quite understand. That's a bit of a foreign concept there, if you ask me. Like, releasing stuff that doesn't work. Like, why would you? Yeah, okay, I don't know. Don't know. Those of you who are wondering, by the way, here, most of the mods I've been getting here for Farming Simulator 22, I've been kind of actually sticking with the official Farming Simulator mod hub or Facebook, one of those two. There's actually been a fair amount of good mods, good American mods getting released here on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, everyone. So even right down to courseplay and auto drive. I think even auto drive was on there too, if I remember. I know courseplay was, because we just got the most recent version here a few weeks ago. So again, I've been kind of sticking with that here. Obviously, the mods that are on there have been tested. Not to say they don't sometimes have problems. That is definitely possible, but they have been tested. So, oh, whoopsie. No, nothing to see there. I mean, you folks didn't see that. Wow, that's so bouncy like that. But yeah, like I said, they are obviously tested, everyone. So there's at least a 95% chance they work, right? And, typically if you do have problems, usually they're more on the minor side of things, like maybe something glitching while it's folding up, or, some sort of visual glitch. Maybe, the tires going the wrong way around or something. That's something you see every so often, right, everyone? Tire's supposed to be going forward, it's rolling backwards. Mod author doesn't have something, set up quite right when it comes to the wheels. Okay, and looking at the time here, everyone, looks like it is unfortunately time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching, and until next time.